Hi, my name is Heather the Heat Hardy, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
This is Amanda the Real Deal Serrano, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Hi, I'm Courtney. And I'm Janita. And you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated WBO middleweight world champion Demetrius BOOBOO Andrade calls out WBC undefeated middleweight superstar boxer world champion Jermall Charlo, Lions Only Charlo, calls himself Big Charlo. If you don't know, he's the twin brother of current WBC junior middleweight world champion Jermall Charlo, Lions Only, right? So Chris Mannix, boxing is kind of pretty much, thin these days, seeing as though everything is shut down due to the situation we have going with the virus. And, Chris Mannix trying to stir up stuff, said that, now that you guys have time, you should FaceTime Jermall Charlo. In return, Demetrius Andrade calls out Jermall Charlo and says, but he won't answer and it won't happen because him and his trainer, Ronnie Shields, decorated trainer Ronnie Shields, they both know that I will beat Jermall Charlo, so the fight won't happen. They're going to stay clear of me. This is a unification bout. Matchroom CEO and promoter of Demetrius BOOBOO Andrade, Eddie Hearn, has been stating that he's been reaching out to Jermall Charlo, looking to make a fight happen between his fighter Andrade and Charlo for unification. The WBC and the WBO will be on the line. And Eddie Hearn says that they're offering Jermall Charlo big money to fight on his own. Even if they have to go over to Fox, they're willing to do that to get the fight over the finish line. So they're saying that, they want to make the fight happen as soon as possible. And this is a bout that has been talked about for quite some time. As you know, when Jermall Charlo was campaigning at 154, Demetrius Andrade was campaigning at 154 at the junior middleweight division, and this was a fight that was talked about. It was actually a fight that was signed, sealed, and on the verge of being delivered between Jermall Charlo and Demetrius BOOBOO Andrade. But Demetrius Andrade pulled out of the fight as he didn't like the verbiage in the contract. He didn't like what he was receiving, his side of the contract, and he pulled out of the fight. Then he had issues with his promoters and so on and so forth, and then he ended up signing with Matchroom and DAZN after he bought his way out of his contract. So he pulled out of the fight, and the Charlo twins were not happy that he left them at the altar, so to speak, right? And so they're not too eager to do business with Demetrius Andrade because of that, but this is a huge fight. This is a fight, that I believe should happen. It's a unification bout. Two belts are on the line. They're both undefeated. They both have big names in the sport of boxing. They're both superstars, and this is a fight that needs to happen. If Eddie Hearn is willing to put up big money for the fight, it's a unification bout for Jermall Charlo and the opportunity to get another big name in the ring with him. I know everybody wants to sit around and hope they can land four-division Mexican superstar boxer Saul Canelo Alvarez, or in hopes that they get, Gennady Triple G Golovkin, former unified middleweight world champion, in the ring. But those two fighters are not eager to jump in the ring with either of these two guys. And unfortunately, they're going to have to face off and square off against one another to make a name for themselves. Now, in Jermall Charlo's situation, he does have, Chris Eubanks Jr., and that's a unification bout, because right now Chris Eubanks Jr. holds, I believe, the WBA title, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a unification bout also, for Jermall Charlo. And Chris Eubanks Jr. is on the same side of the street as Jermall Charlo. So, when you look at it from that standpoint, that point of view, then you say that, he has a lateral move in order to garner picking up another title, a unification bout. So, if you look at it from that standpoint, then it's understandable, right? But so Chris Eubanks is currently, I don't know. I thought he was the WBA champion. Guess he's the WBA champion and the interim WBA champion. But with that said, anyway, Chris Eubanks is a big fight. He fought on the undercard of Jermall Charlo last fight. Chris Eubanks has 2 losses on his resume currently. His last fight against Matt Korobov was for the WBA intercontinental, world middleweight title. So I don't know, man. There's so many champions in the sport of boxing. Sometimes you get confused. So, but Chris Eubanks made his debut. He's 29-2, 22 by way of knockout. He made his debut in the States. It was a TKO, but Matt Korobov got injured in the fight. And they fought on the undercard. Chris Eubanks was calling out Jermall Charlo. So, that's a big fight. But I'm pretty sure the boxing world and the boxing fans would much rather see Jermall Charlo and Demetrius BOOBOO Andrade. So let's see how this all plays out. This would be a mega fight, and it's a official unification bout. So this fight needs to happen. There's a lot of talk. There's a lot of history. There's a lot of there's a big storyline. So if fight needs to happen, it will be huge. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Hey, this is Jasmine. Thank you for watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, soy Jasmine. Gracias por ver Sangre Azul Deportes TV. Gracias.